to The Fitterist Show with your host, Christopher Allen, where we explore the art of mind and body conditioning. We all want to be our best selves, exuding positive energy and generally crushing it each day, but sometimes we might need a break, whether that be physically, emotionally, spiritually, intellectually. But how do we generally keep our batteries mostly charged so we don't experience radical swings in energy and mood, performance, as a result of an oscillation between fully charged batteries and depleted batteries? The intent would be to never reach full burnout across all fronts, but rather judiciously recharge areas of your mind and body as you move through life. Achieving this balance can both give you needed downtime to be alone and take a step back to focus on the bigger picture, as well as actually recharging your batteries to help ensure that you're at or near 100% in the pursuit of your goals on a regular basis. In this show, we discuss strategies to do just that. But before we jump into that, we've got a couple of news stories for the week. News story number one is about an emotional trait that can help one achieve, quote, exceptional longevity. Now, this was a study that was released earlier this week in the Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences and puts the focus on the state of our minds and finds that exceptional longevity, which in this study was living to age 85 or beyond, is linked to the trait of optimism. Boston University's School of Medicine researchers examined data on almost 70,000 women from the Nurses' Health Study and over 1,400 men from the Veteran Affairs Normative Aging Study. The women, who ranged in age from 56 to 86, were assessed from 1976 to 2014, so another longitudinal study over a long period of time. And in 2004, they were asked to complete an optimism assessment. Meanwhile, the men were also assessed from 1961 to 2016 and asked about their state of optimism in 2016. So what were the results? Women with higher levels of optimism were more likely to have a higher educational degree and were less likely to report depression, type 2 diabetes, health issues. Men with higher levels of optimism were also likely to have higher levels of education and were also less likely to report the same health conditions. Additionally, optimistic men were more likely to have higher income and reported less use of alcohol. And overall, optimistic men and women were more likely to engage in physical activity. After they controlled for health conditions, behaviors, diet and exercise, and other demographic information, the scientists were able to show that the most optimistic women, the top 25% of the women in the study, lived an average of almost 15% longer than their more pessimistic peers. For the men, the results were a little less dramatic. The most optimistic of the bunch lived about 11% longer than their peers. And this higher levels of optimism were associated with extended lifespan and higher odds of achieving exceptional longevity across both groups. These associations persisted even after the researchers adjusted for demographics and baseline health conditions like high cholesterol, heart disease, stroke, and cancer, as well as habits like smoking, primary care visits, alcohol use, the sort of things that could reasonably affect how likely a person is to be optimistic and still live for a long time. A unique feature of the study is the focus on exceptional longevity. There's a lot of studies that have reported optimism may reduce risk of premature death in mid and later life. The current findings, though, suggest that optimism actually promotes substantially longer lifespan. As longer lifespan appears to accompany longer health span, the findings have implications for understanding psychosocial factors that promote healthy and resilient aging. Thus, a person who practices optimism over the course of their life is more likely to live long and live healthily while they do it. However, scientists of this study do not fully understand the pathways from optimism to health and longevity. Now, it may be that optimistic people are more likely to have goals and the confidence to reach them, so optimism may help those people cultivate and maintain healthier habits over the course of their life. Also, optimistic people may also be better at regulating their emotions during stressful situations, and have more favorable biological profiles, such as lower levels of inflammation. So the study concludes that psychological factors like optimism do have some measured linkage to promote good health that can contribute to longevity and exceptional longevity, in addition to what previously was thought was just genetic factors. The scientists suggest an optimistic mindset may promote healthy behaviors like exercise and healthy diets, and help individuals resist the temptation of unhealthy impulses like smoking and alcohol. Optimists may also handle stress better than pessimists, choosing to pursue long-term goals rather than immediate rewards when faced with a challenging situation. So, not only is it good practice to be positive and optimistic in general, but it may actually help you live longer. I'll put a link in the show notes at www.fitterist.com/024 for episode 24 for those who want to dive in to the study in more detail. In the news, story number 2. Of course, I couldn't resist another Beyond Meat story. So this time it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, KFC, rolling out the first plant-based fried, quote, chicken with Beyond Meat. On the heels of the ongoing Beyond Meat storyline, KFC announced they are debuting a Beyond Meat-based fried chicken menu item. They're rolling this out initially in just Atlanta, Georgia, and it's going to be called the Beyond Meat Chicken, Nuggets and Wings. As if we haven't had enough for the Beyond Meat burgers, they're busting into nuggets and wings territory. So KFC appears to be capitalizing on this alternative meat frenzy in the marketplace, in the press and media. And Beyond Meat, if you recall, has continued to do deals. They've done deals with Del Taco, the Subway, which is the Beyond Meatball Marinara sub. Gotta love the branding. And even Dunkin'. So the plan here is to test customer feedback on the faux chicken and decide whether or not to roll it out nationally. Now look, I get that KFC wants to test out and jump on the bandwagon here for alternative meats given the market and the media craze, so we'll see how the test goes. But for me, I'm sticking with the real fried chicken. Pretty soon, we'll all just be eating Soylent from a tube. If you don't know what Soylent is, you can look it up. We're heading down the path, baby. Now on to today's topic, recharging your mind and body. Now there are a plethora of things we handle each day, and it's challenging to find time to keep our body, our mind, our soul, our spirit healthy at all times. However, we all know that in order to maintain peak performance and to achieve remarkable success, we need to recharge ourselves regularly so that we can have that energy we want to do the things that we want to do, the things we want to achieve, and to move forward. One area to be diligent about is the inputs that are in our lives on a regular basis. What we eat, drink, and ingest into our bodies, what we watch and see and read and listen to, how we connect with our inner selves spiritually, our self-talk, the people we surround ourselves with, the environment in which we place ourselves, the regular planned rest we provide for our mind and body. Remember, inputs drive outputs in our lives, so the better the inputs, the better the outputs. The more you take control over those inputs in your life, the easier it will be to recharge, and I suspect you might actually need less frequent recharges. So I want to talk about different ways to recharge your mind and body. And yes, I'll start with the first one, the obvious one, exercise. We often hear exercise is good for you. Well, it is. It is critical to a healthy mind, healthy body, and healthy spirit. When you feel healthy, it shows in your appearance, in the way you communicate with others, the way you carry yourself. It's not about dressing up your exterior and forgetting about your overall health. It's about how you feel coming from the inside. We all know that exercise is good for our physical and mental health, and exercise is a great way to recharge. It can improve your mood. Even within a very, very short period of time of carrying out even a mildly physical activity, you'll notice the positive effect of exercise on your mood. Understand that our bodies and minds are not two wildly different separate entities. They're very connected, which is one of the premises of the Fitterist show and why I undertook this topic. They're both connected and one controls the other. When you exercise and sweat, your blood circulation increases, your heart pumps more blood to your brain. This will directly affect your thinking and sharpen your thoughts. The endorphins that you get as a result of exercising work wonders for your mind. During exercise, your body is filled with serotonin, your blood vessels are expanding and contracting. When you're done, you feel great, and your mind feels great. And even studies have shown that exercising improves overall brain function, long-term memory, and even the way you process information in your mind. So a great way to recharge is simply by exercising. Another way to recharge, and these are no particular order, this is one that I really like, aromatherapy or essential oil therapy. It's really about a range of traditional or complementary therapies that use essential oils and other aromatic plant compounds. Now, essential oils have been used for nearly 5,000 years with the aim of improving a person's health or mood. Now, I'm a big believer in aromatherapy. I love it. I use a diffuser almost daily at home. You can use things like sage and mint. Essential oils are associated with recharging. Eucalyptus oil for focus and stress relief. Lavender for sleep relaxation. Orange and ginger for energy. Vanilla oil for comfort. There's so many different combinations. You can get lost in the aromatherapy world, but I will also link to a couple studies. I know it's beyond the scope of this particular show, but I'll link to a couple of studies that talk about some of the benefits of aromatherapy. Another item to help you recharge is regular and consistent sleep. We've talked about this before on the Fedora Show, but sleep is the ultimate body recharger. Again, experts recommend 7 to 9 hours of sleep per night for healthy adults. Getting fewer than 6 hours of sleep per night is a risk factor for burnout. You want to really set up a healthy sleep schedule, going to sleep and getting up at the same time every day and following other healthy sleep habits. Even things like power naps, boosting your productivity and alertness, improving your memory and learning, preventing cell damage, improving your heart health, relieving stress, increasing immunity, and just elevating your mood by just taking a quick power nap. A fourth thing is, again, you could have predicted this one, it's about eating right. A clean and healthy diet can absolutely boost your energy and elevate your overall feeling and attitude. Healthy foods can help recharge the body and give you that much needed energy. Investigate a dietary plan that helps you to eat healthier so that you feel energized. You can cut down on the fast foods, the processed foods, the stuff you know isn't good for you, the refined carbohydrates and sugars. Invest in maybe cooking at home more. Know what you're putting into your body. The knowledge that you're filling yourself up with healthy, wholesome foods that energize your body also helps to recharge and energize your mind. Another way to help recharge your mind and body is through meditation. So this is really about investing in yourself by taking the time to meditate or pray or do something that connects you to an emerging, healthy, spiritual relationship. When you understand who you are, what your purpose is, you begin to live with peace and passion, and it becomes really difficult for things to disrupt you. Studies and anecdotal evidence also suggest that meditation or prayer can help people find purpose in their lives if they're feeling down or feeling stressed. I've been much more intentional about making reflection and meditation a part of my morning routine, and I have personally seen it have a very non-trivial impact on my attitude, how I approach the day, the mindset that I carry throughout the ups and downs of any given day. Being diligent about this ritual each day has definitely had a noticeable positive impact in my life. Another way to recharge is to read or listen to a book rather than watch TV or listen to music. So again, getting back to the inputs and outputs, the inputs into your mind. When you have the opportunity, do you sit on the couch and watch, quote, whatever is on TV? Or do you consciously select a book, a podcast, an audiobook, or blog with the aim of expanding your collective knowledge, expanding your mind, and continual learning? Look, I'm not saying that you need to be a nonfiction reading machine and you shouldn't read some good James Patterson or David Baldacci fiction, but strike a balance between the two. And know that when you're driving in your car, when you're walking or going for a walk, exercising in the gym, these are excellent opportunities to listen to audio podcasts or audiobooks while not taking any extra time. So net time is no extra time. You're already doing something like walking, working out. You can be expanding your mind at the same time. I've met people who have employed these methods and dramatically increased the number of books that they've completed from literally single digits of books read a year to almost 50 books in a year. They're almost clocking one book a week just by leveraging the extra time driving in the car, going for a walk, exercising in the gym. it's actually pretty amazing what you can do if you really employ and leverage net time. Another way to recharge is to volunteer and contribute. This one might sound counterintuitive, but volunteering can boost your mood and recharge you at the same time. It feels really good knowing that you're contributing to help others that might be in need. It also connects you with others that are also helping people in need and adds fulfillment to your life. Can't help but add to your mind and your body. Now choose something that you enjoy and that you connect with yourself, whether that might be serving meals to the homeless, cleaning up nature areas, donating blood, or walking dogs for the local animal rescue shelter. When you give, it reminds you of how much you really, really have. Volunteering at a shelter, a food bank, a senior home, anywhere that allows you to see what you have and how blessed you truly are is a great aid to your mind. We're very quick to point out what we don't have, but when we see things from someone else's perspective, it can be a humbling and an experience that truly brings appreciation for the things that you do have in your life. Another way to recharge is by decluttering and organizing. Now, this is one that is currently very, very near and dear to my heart. I've been personally doing this on a massive home project. I've collected a lot of stuff. And I've been in my current residence, my current house, for over 11 years and really not had the discipline over that time to truly declutter and reorganize. And I'm undertaking that now, and believe me, I am finding it remarkably cathartic to help let go of the past. Decluttering and organizing yields some of these benefits, right? You're able to concentrate more, you kind of feel more creative, you'll boost your mood, you help to let go of the past, which is something I've really experienced as I toss things out and say, you know what, I haven't used this in 3 years, 5 years, 7 years. I didn't even know I still had this, but I haven't used it, I haven't thought about it, let it go. And it also helps you focus more clearly on some of your goals. Because I've donated items to charity, I've purged some items, I've reorganized still others, I feel better overall. I've definitely let go of the items from the past, eliminated items that are no longer useful, no longer bring me happiness or make our home more functional or more enjoyable. Dated technology products. I'm a tech geek, so I've got a lot of tech gadgets and equipment that is, let's just say, past its prime. I've also found a few items that I consciously chose to keep that actually do make me happy. Even something as simple as a small stuffed animal, which I found the other day. Made me happy. I'm keeping it. Another way to recharge your mind and body, and we've talked about this again on the Fitter Show earlier, is practicing gratitude and kindness. Gratitude itself has been linked to decreased levels of depression, decreased anxiety, decreased insomnia, decrease in physical illness. As a practice, gratitude has long-ranging effects. One quick way to rejuvenate and re-energize your mind is to make a list of things that are just positive in your day and in your life, things you're thankful for. This could range from being mobile, being able to walk and move around, to being healthy, to having a car to drive, a job, friends, or even your favorite essential amino acid drink, which I enjoy daily. Being grateful for the things that you have increases your happiness level and helps to energize your mind to continue to do well. Gratitude, again, was a topic of focus on episode 4 of The Fitterist Show, which is available at www.fitterist.com/004 on episode number 4. Another way to recharge your mind and body, and this one probably came to the forefront of many people's minds, and this is to get away. Sometimes recharging involves just getting away, changing the scenery, changing your environment. Even a weekend getaway could be enough to relax, recalibrate, recharge you for what's coming ahead. Now, try to choose an appropriate place to recharge based on who you are, what you are interested in, what your energy level is at the time. Maybe it's a road trip to see a favorite band perform. Maybe it's a weekend in the wine country or a weekend spa, wellness, yoga retreat, or just a drive along the coast. Maybe it's hiking and exploring in nature. Whatever it is for you, know that it does not have to be a massive multi-week excursion, but it could just be a quick getaway that will be best to energize you, to recharge your internal batteries and allow you to focus on a little self-love and a little self-improvement and reflection. Another way you can help recharge your mind and body is evaluate who you're spending time with. Now, there's a famous quote by Jim Rohn that says, "You are the product of the 5 people with whom you spend the most time." Now, there's often a cause and effect relationship between an individual and their closest family and friends. Thus, one should exercise care when deciding with whom to spend time with on a regular basis. Now, if certain people or situations have you feeling down, maybe take a break from them. Don't continue with a relationship that isn't healthy. You want to be able to make changes that allow you to enjoy life. Don't be afraid necessarily to rebuild your personal network if that's what's necessary. Surround yourself with people that build you up, that inspire you, that give you energy. Another way to help recharge is to do or try something different. Do something that pushes your boundaries from what you normally do. Chances are there's dozens of places you've never been to, even in your local neighborhood and local area. Get out and explore some of these different venues. Eat at a different restaurant that you've never tried before. Or do window shopping and go to the local mall. Take a weekend drive to a different destination along the coast. Go shopping for clothes or accessories that give you a fresh look. Overall, explore life by venturing a little bit outside your comfort zone. You can do this by going to an art gallery. Go hiking. You could go skydiving. Not my choice, but you could skydiving. Or anything that allows you to take in something that's more enjoyable, educational, or peaceful activities. Infuse a little laughter and excitement into your life, and that'll in turn spread some of the enthusiasm as you try and do some different things. I'd be a little bit remiss if I didn't mention this one. Another way to kind of recharge is to take a break from technology and screens, the ever-present screens. Despite the dopamine hit we all get from scrolling through social media and getting likes, do something a little different. Set the tablet, screen, phone, TV down. Go for a walk, relax, meditate, talk. Notice I said talk, not text message, not email, with friends and family. Set the phone down for a bit. Spend some time with just yourself. Take a break. The final way that I'll mention today to recharge your mind and body is to, and I'll use the word optimistically planned based on the news story, the first news story that we heard today, but optimistically plan and organize for the future. Look ahead. Forget about any of the mistakes in the past, but looking ahead to the future allows you to refocus on your goals and objectives. Revisiting your purpose allows you to reconnect with yourself at a deeper level. It helps you reconnect with what you want out of life and allowing you to recharge and be inspired as you pursue those goals. And when you know why you want to do what you want to do, you get much more clarity, and clarity gives you the focus, and the focus gives you the motivation to take action and drive toward those goals. Every time I take a look at my goals and my plans, I feel a surge of energy coming from within because I am reminded of my goals and the kind of life that I want to live. I get inspired, I get motivated, I am ready to take action and ready to achieve those goals and drive to success. In summary, today we discussed, I added them up actually, there were 14 different ideas to help you reflect and recharge to help ensure that you're performing at your daily best, at your peak performance level. While some are simple and some are more involved, these tips can help you zoom out a little bit and see the plan for the future while still allowing you to consistently recharge on a regular basis to avoid burnout. So incorporating these into your life on a regular basis not only gives you more energy as you recharge along the way, but also gives you inherent rewards that you carry forward to make your life and the lives of those around you better. Take some time to recharge the mind and body and go get it. With that, I'd like to thank you for taking the time to listen to The Fitterist Show. You can follow us on Instagram at FitteristMindBody and on Twitter at FitteristMind. If you enjoyed this episode, please send it to a friend or subscribe to make sure you don't miss any future episodes of The Fitterist Show. My name is Christopher Allen, and make it a magical day.